Good morning, everybody in the room, and good morning, everybody on the land of internet, the World Wide Web, if you will. You guys doing good this morning? Yep. Hey, guys, let's keep one of our friends here, Robert. Remember, Robert's always kind of saying here he had a heart attack a week or two ago. Yeah. I think he's on. Hey, Robert, we're singing prayers for you, man. We love you, man. We want to have everybody keep you in their thoughts and prayers, and glad that you're online, so participating, so still plugged into the system, plugged into life as well. So glad you're here, man. So, but yeah, y'all keep Robert and his family in your mind and in your prayers, and hoping to get him a speedy, fast recovery. For that, because we always talk about that, in our presentations. No one anticipates a heart attack or stroke or cancer. No one wants it, no one anticipates it, but it happens. And just people talk about, let's just we have car insurance, right? But we don't anticipate us having a car accident. No one wants a car accident, and the inconvenience of car accident, whatever, but it happens. So that just speaks to the value of what we do with our business and in the life insurance business, is knowing that, hey, stuff happens all the time to good people. And, we don't, like I said, we don't want it. We're not planning for it, but it's rather to be protected and have something in place when something like that does happen. So, so I'm glad that Robert's doing well. So anyway, just very quick, we're going to cover a couple of things today. We're talking about mortgage protection, employment settings. But before we go into that, I want to talk about, what is your why? A lot of people have a why for their business, right? I always ask people all the time, what is your why? Why did you decide to get into this business? What was it? My thought just came to my mind here, what's your why? And the why is very, very important. Would y'all agree with that? A why is very important, right? So what is really, when someone says this is my why, what are they really saying, do you think? Your motivation? Or drive? Would you say that? When someone says, their why, what are they saying? This is why I'm doing it, right? A lot of people's why could be my family, right? Take care of my family, right? My why could be I want to change my current life, my current situation. My why could be I want to get out of, a debt that falls in the current situation. Why could be a lot of different things. A lot of people come into a business like this and they say, "Okay, look, I'm looking for my, a change." And ask them, so what's your why? Why is it? Because I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. Or I want to take care of my family. I want to do this. I want to do that. And they say that, but what's missing a lot of times is the action behind that. Would y'all agree with me on that? It's the action behind it. A lot of people have a why. Look, I want to get out of debt. I'm tired of being broke. All right, what are you doing about it? Well, I'll get to my why here after I'm done watching Oprah. Okay, once I'm done watching Oprah, I'll get to my why. So your why has to be something very, powerful. Success. Would you agree with me that having success will help take care of your why? Okay, so having success, means that you have to be responsible for your success. Would y'all agree with that? You got to be responsible for your success. So who's going to take care? Whose why is your why more important to you, or your why more important to me? To you, right? It's your why. It's not my why. But what what's going to, so what's going to take care of that? It's having success. So it's having success. Now, who's responsible for your success? You are. Okay. So you know that, hey, if I'm responsible for my success is my obligation, right? It's my duty, right? We have to have that mindset. Hey, look, my success is my duty. If I'm going to, my why is to take care of my family, to get out of debt, to change my life. I can't do it by sitting down on the couch watching Oprah. I got to be responsible for my success. Because no one's going to give me success. No one's going to give you success. Success is out there. The thing about success, guys, is that there is an abundance amounts of success, right? There's no shortage of success. Would you agree with me on that? There's no shortage of success. Having success is out there. It's for the taking. But you got to go out and get it. There's a lot of people don't want to go out and get it. A lot of people are afraid. They're scared. And then, or they're not taking it seriously. They're not being responsible for their success. Because they'd rather be, okay, well, I'll get to my success after Oprah. The true story, does it happen to people? That's why, for me personally, I turn the TV off all the time because, like I said, I said last week, having a TV on for me, for Ray, it's like that blue light, the buds like that blue light, you don't play that blue light, right? Like stay away from the light, the zap, okay? I'll walk by the house, TV's on, I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I just watched this story, so I was standing up, listening to the story. Oh wow, I sit down. All of a sudden I'm just flying and eating a bag of Doritos, watching TV from the next house. So TV is an income killer. So we have to be responsible for our success because your success is going to take care of your why. Okay, so how do you fuel your business? How do you fuel your business? By doing, focusing on the success. Okay, so that being in this business and the financial services business is the largest industry in the world, a $34 trillion industry. So when I hear that every time, it talks to me about how this is the largest industry on the planet. So 34 trillion. So if people are having success out there in a $34 trillion business, can I have success in there? Of course, but there's no shortage of success. See, what happens is a lot of people have a mindset of, oh, well, this guy's already successful. Or, once so-and-so is successful, they think there's a limited supply of success. People think there's a limited supply of success, and what's happening is that they don't change, you got to change their mindset. And change your mindset, hey, think about there's an abundance of success, not a shortage of success. So you got to fuel your business. By doing that is mindset. It's about learning your business, about understanding your business, about not watching Oprah, but yet be on the website, watching the videos, watching the training, studying about your business, reading books that's going to inspire you, that's going to motivate you. Go ahead, next slide, real quick. So we got a short little video here about having a why. Again, what a why is your, in reality, what it really is ultimately, it's your goal, right? That's your why, right? And your why is your goal. So like, oh, my why is I want to take care of my family. Okay, then that means your goal is to take care of your family. So my goal is to change my current financial situation, or my why is to change my current situation financially. Well, that's your why. Then really, that's your goal. Okay, but see, the thing about your goal, like any goal, you have to be focused on it and have and be accountable toward that. And success is your responsibility. It's your duty. It's your obligation for success. And again, so you have to treat it that way. You have to have the mindset like, okay, look, this is my obligation. What does it mean to be obligated? Committed, right? So if success is my obligation, that means success is my commitment. Okay? So if my goal is to take care of me, if my goal is to take care of my why is to take care of my family, that means I'm committed to my family, which I should be, right? So I got to be responsible for that. So if I'm going to be responsible for my family, then I got to be the one who's committed to do what it takes to take care of them. I can't sit down and watch Oprah. I'm using Oprah as a thing here. I don't get any Oprah haters on me here. You know what I mean? But the fact is, we have to be responsible for it. We got to be accountable for it and stuff like that. So so here's a little thing on. 4 minutes long. Go ahead. If you want to live a life of complete success, happiness and fulfillment, you first find your purpose. You see, if you don't know what your purpose is, if you don't know what drives you, what inspires you, and you have no reason to improve your life, how can you improve your life if you have no reason to improve it? Why do you do what you do? Why do All right. So anyway, that's, kind of, the thing about it, guys, is this, this is, motivational for sure. But it's not, but the thing about this business, guys, is having mindset, and having the, we need that motivation, we need that inspiration, we need the mindset, we need, because going out there and being in the insurance business, in sales, I talked about it before, it could be a very lonely business. Being an entrepreneur could be a very lonely business. That's why it's important to feed ourselves, or feed our mind, to feed our spirit, to be around like-minded people, to be here present here in the room, the people who are online, to plug in online to the people that are all share the same vision and goals that we have. Our why is so important to us, and you just don't come into the business. But a lot of times, I'm having more times can we come into a deal and say, hey, this is another one of those deals. I don't know about you guys. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I have to make this business count. You have to make this business count. We all have to make this business count. And a lot of people, oh, my why is this, my why is that, but they don't take the action to follow through on the why. They don't have the action to take care of their goals. And the thing about it is the fact that, you got to keep your goals in front of you every time. Whatever your why is, you need to write that why down and really digest that why and swallow it. And you need to have it on your nightstand and look at it every day. And before you go to bed, look at it in the morning when we wake up. In the morning when we wake up, on that notepad, you should have what your goals are for that day. And for today, this is what I'm going to do. So before you go to bed at night, you write down all the steps you got to do tomorrow, and write them down. And then at bedtime, when you go to bed that night, you start crossing off your goals, and you see your why on top of the paper, and you see yourself crossing off these goals. What's happening? You feel accomplished. You feel like you're moving. You feel like you're doing something. Okay, you're not a stick in the mud like everybody else out there. You're taking action. You're being responsible for your goals. So everyone has a why. Game plan to reach your why is very important. What are you doing? I just lay it out to you how to do that. So simple, right? Write down what your why is. Write down what your goals are. Every single day, what my goals is for that day. What I'm going to do. I'm going to call this person, that person. I'm going to go to this appointment. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to the trainer. I'm going to the meeting. I'm going to the webinar. And scratch it off. Do not be a professional towel thrower. Don't be the guy who throws in the towel every time. Oh, well, this doesn't work for me. No, this works. This is a $34 trillion industry for a reason, because there's a lot of people in here making money. Don't get pissed off because you didn't make any money, because you didn't follow the system. You want to throw a towel in, throw a towel in. That's on you. It wasn't the system. It wasn't us that let you down. Okay? Be professional at succeeding. How you succeed in this business is about knowing the business, know your craft. You want to know everything about your business. You go to school. You go to school. You're a pharmacist, right? Is that okay? Talk about that. Okay, so being a pharmacist, you got to know more than a doctor. you know what I mean? So you have to study your craft, right? Right. So you don't want to go to the pharmacist just kind of half-assed it, right? You can't, right? And I'm like, well, the pharmacist, well, I think this might work here. Take 2 of these in the morning, call me in the morning. You can't do that. You got to know your business. This is no different. The insurance business, you got to know your business. So how do you know your business? By staying plugged into the business. We have the opportunity meeting here at 11 o'clock after this meeting here. It's important for everybody to stay in afterwards, because the repetition is important. To digest is important. Everyone has a challenge, and everyone has the ability to overcome. Trust me on that. I'm a living, breathing testimony on overcoming challenges. Being born deaf, severe dyslexia, very minimal education at school, picking up my dyslexia, my hearing, my speech impediment. So overcome, I know about overcome, but those are just excuses. If you really want it bad enough, I wanted it bad enough. I wanted a change. I wanted a difference in my life. Don't let your disability be your disability. You know, overcome your fear of failure, and this fear of failure is just you're scared of the boogeyman. You know, the boogeyman is not real, right? You're afraid of the boogeyman. The boogeyman's not gonna get you. You know, fear, false evidence appearing real. This false evidence, this false BS out there that you think is real, and then once you go through, how many times have you gone through something like, oh my God, that wasn't that big, that big of a deal? Every single time. Okay, so half of their time. So why is your why so important? Your why is your fuel to stay successful. Keep your why in front of you. Keep your goals in front of you. Keep plugging in. Keep doing things. I want to pass over to the master of disaster himself. This is Jason Martinez.
Well, thank you, Ray, and thank you so much for that. But just real quick before we get into setting appointments with mortgage protection, this business can be tough because we don't have someone that tells us what time to get up, when to come into the office or anything, right? We're in control of our schedule. So a lot of times, as he mentioned, the distractions can happen. There's so many other things that you want to, you spend your time or just takes your focus away from what you need to do to feel accomplished to meet your goals. With that, it's unbelievable how people can let those distractions just be the killer of their business. But if you have that why, if you have that determination, and you keep that in front of you, like Ray says, that's going to give you the ability to overcome. And like he mentioned, overcome your fear of failure. That, to me, that's super important because so many people think that, gosh, what if I don't do it? Or what if? Well, what if you do it, and what if it benefits you and your family, and you make a lot of money? And so many times people live, with the regret of not trying instead of the regret of just another experience. Because that's where, people fall short of themselves. And so we spend a lot of time on your why, and understanding that it is the fuel for your business because it is tough. It is tough to sit there and, set aside a full day to set appointments and spend the whole day on the phone because you want to find other things to do. Or it is tough to write out your schedule and get out and go take all of your leads and go knock on the door and do that day in and day out because you got to become familiar with your area, with your marketing, the little things that it takes to generate the business. And all of that adds up. And if you don't have that drive or that fuel, you'll fall short of the big sale or the multiple sales. You'll run 2 or 3 appointments and not get anything, and then you forget about your why. You focus more on your failures and then don't want to experience any more failures, then all of a sudden you fall 2 feet short of gold. I've seen it happen, but then at the same time, I've seen people that have come in with that drive, with that understanding, and just fly through the business and take their business to the next level effortlessly. And I'm sure many of you have seen those people like, man, what are they doing? How are they doing that? So just understand that and know that that's very important in the motivation for your business, because once this business, again, the insurance industry, it's a super profitable industry, but it's tough. But once it gets inside of you, once this business is important to you, all of the benefits to it, how it can not only, benefit you financially, but just everything that you can do for the families that you sit down with. Become more evident to you as you move forward in your business and as you take care of your clients. You're going to sit down with people that you take applications on. Just this past week, sitting down with Bertha, 82 years old. This is a client of mine in Waxahachie. Been a client of mine for years. She's adding on coverage. This is her 4th policy that I went out and wrote. Her other 3 are still in effect. Her families, they know that they need this financial stability. They know they need the coverage. We put them in a great position, very affordable policies, and but that's what they want to do. They want to leave their family with more. She knows that little transfer of wealth through insurance is going to benefit her family better. And you're going to develop these relationships with people. And when you sit down, and these people are so thankful, they got food ready for you when you come over, and they're sending you home with food. They're sending you home with stuff out of the garden. It's amazing experience, and it's it really hits home whenever hopefully you don't, but if you're in this business for any period of time and you take a lot of applications, you get people covered, you will, but you're going to get that phone call one day of someone, Jason, did John get the coverage? This is, Miss Whitlock. I need to check to see if John's coverage is in effect. I can't find his policy. Yes, it is in effect. Here's his policy here, and I'll start the claims process for you. I'm so sorry to hear this. At least we can, make sure that your family has some type of financial resources to keep moving forward during this time. As opposed to getting the phone call, and I've got this phone call too. Jason, I have your business card here. My husband just passed away. Does he have insurance? Well, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, he was still trying to decide. He was going to call me back. And that stuff hits home. And again, we're in a real business. Not only are we doing good things for our family, but we're doing good things for the clients that we get a hold of. So again, with that drive, that why is super important in, helping you stay motivated to go out there and do what it takes. Because again, it's a tough business, and to sit down and get on the phone, to get beat up, you have to develop some type of tough skin, some thick skin. And you do that with your why. You do that through training. You do that with confidence. You do that in understanding how to get it done. Now, real quick, we're going to go over setting mortgage protection appointments. This is a phenomenal market. We've done a lot of training on final expense. We've done a lot of training on IUL. As a matter of fact, we have this training in the back office. But to really sit down and get your appointments and fill up your schedule with appointments is exciting. When you have a lot of people to go see, and you can easily do that in the mortgage protection market by becoming good at setting appointments. You see the little illustration there, afraid of the phone. That's true. So many people look at the phone like it's just some 5,000-pound gorilla and it's going to attack them if they pick it up. Yeah, they don't. But if you become good at setting appointments, getting in front of clients, there's a couple of ways we get in front of clients. Final expense, we door knock our leads. You have to become good at planning, routing out, going to see your clients, finding out when they're home, getting in front of them. Mortgage protection, IUL, we set appointments. So you have to be good at on the phone. It's getting in front of your clients, setting the appointments. One of the biggest things to do, first, get relaxed, getting in a good appointment setting mood. People want to talk to someone. People want to set up an appointment with someone that is in a good mood. If you call someone and you're not in a relaxed or a good or a friendly mood, you're reluctant to do it. Hello? Yeah, I got this letter from you about some coverage you're looking for, and, I want to see if I can set a time to come see you. People are less likely to set an appointment with someone with that type of tone or attitude as opposed to, hi, Mrs. Smith, I got the request that you made for your mortgage, life, and disability benefits. I got some great news. I'll be in your area this Friday and Saturday. Only need about 15 minutes of your time. Again, very simple. You'll see some similarities in the appointment setting. So get relaxed. Get in a good mood because, again, dial with a smile. You'll see that here shortly. Be schedule ready. This is important because you don't want to get someone who is not sure about their schedule and you're not sure about your schedule. How are y'all going to nail down a time, right? So, make sure that you have the times available that you're going to see your clients. As an example, when I used to set my mortgage protection appointments, I used to run business every single week. Every Tuesday and Wednesday were my appointment setting days, and I would set up appointments for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with rollover times for Sunday. So if I got the client, my goal was to fill up Thursday, fill up Friday, fill up Saturday, and then again, whoever couldn't fit any of those 3 days, that's when I would throw Sunday out there. So I was schedule ready. I knew when I could see my clients. When I call my clients, I know what options I can give them to see them. Sounds basic, but it's true. Don't be in that position where you don't know when you can see. Oh, well, hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, I can see you. Oh, great. Well, hold on, let me see when I can come out there. Oh, okay, great, Mrs. Smith. I can see you this Friday at 2 o'clock, or how about Saturday at 10? Which will work better for you? And, again, call with confidence, and the more you call, the more confidence you'll develop. Ultimately, you're going to, and we'll go into it briefly, you'll get about 3 or 4 objections, and that's it. It's going to be the same 3 or 4 objections, and that's it, if you get objections in most cases. So, once you become good at overcoming those objections, which we'll cover here shortly, you'll have that confidence. It'll make it that much more easier. You won't be scared of the phone. Oh my gosh, I just got rejected. You'll have the confidence to handle that. And dial with a smile again. That's important. Kind of goes along with get relaxed, because people want to set an appointment with someone that they're comfortable with. And again, this is where your money will be made, is on the phone. For some reason, my clicker's dead here, so we go. And this is just, now, there's a couple of scripts that we have for setting mortgage protection appointments. This is our new appointment setting script. This is a lead that's just generated. They've just filled it out. They've just mailed it back in. Many of you have seen an example of that lead. It clearly states the benefits. They fill it out, and they mail it back in. So I received this lead. Now, a lot of times, my script is the lead itself. I will look on the lead, hello, Mrs. Smith. I'm calling you about the request that you made for your mortgage, life, and disability benefits. You have your loan through Chase Bank, and I get this off of the lead because this information's on the lead sheet that they fill out. And again, this is just a basic script. Now, I recommend there's a couple of things that I'm going to highlight here. Those are the things that you want to cover in your appointment setting script, but personalize this. Don't, make it sound so scripted. Again, the person on the other end of the phone wants to set an appointment with someone who's more personable, and who sets the appointment in a more conversational tone as opposed to a scripted tone. Hi, George. Hi, Barb. Whoever answers the phone, Barbara, what have you. This is Jason. The reason for my call, I just received the request you made for your mortgage, life, and disability benefits. I'm going to be in your area this Friday and Saturday. I only need about 10 to 15 minutes to go over these benefits, find what, best meets your needs and most importantly fits in your budget. Would Saturday at 10 o'clock work well for you, or maybe a Friday evening at 6 o'clock? Which would work better for you? And again, now you can see I did not read it word for word. I just kind of personalized. That's just kind of what I'm used to saying. But again, the biggest things that you want to cover, you want to let them know that it's only going to take about 15 minutes of their time. Again, when most people think of setting an appointment with the insurance agent, what do they think of? The long dreaded 3 or 4 hour appointment. So I let them know right off the bat, it's only going to take 15 minutes of your time. It'll be very easy. I also let them know, we're going to find what meets your needs. We're going to go over the options to find what meets your needs and fits in your budget. So I'm letting them know what we're coming out there for. I'm not coming out there to bring them info. I'm coming out to go over their needs, best meet their needs, and see what fits in their budget. And then again, most importantly, what I'm doing here is I'm giving them the option. I'm not asking them, okay, Barbara, I'm going to be in your area. When can I come see you? What do you think they're going to say? Never. Well, Jason, I'm so busy. Give me a call back later, and I'll check my schedule, and I'll let you know next time you call me. Or actually, they're never. I'm always busy. You can never come see me. But if you give them an option, they're going to pick an option, more than likely. And so again, those are probably the most important things to take out of the appointment setting script. You let them know it's going to be short. You give them the options because they're going to choose an option. And, you let them know the purpose. I'm going to come out 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to find what best meets your needs, most importantly fits in your budget. When I leave, we'll have you taken care of. How about Saturday at 10 o'clock? Just real easy. Well, Jason, Saturday at 10 is just not going to work. Oh, not a problem. Will you be home Saturday afternoon? I got a time available maybe at 5 o'clock. Oh, well, no, just Saturday. We're not getting in. We're coming in town. Or, you know what? I'm going to be in this area all weekend. As a matter of fact, I got some special times open for you Sunday. I have a few other people that I'm going to be seeing on Sunday. So how about Sunday after church, maybe about 4 o'clock? Oh, well, that's not going to work. You know what? I know that your life is busy for you. We want to make sure and get this taken care of. Again, I'll only be about 10 or 15 minutes, and your family will be protected. So how about Monday evening at 8? You can see how I'm stretching my times. I'm giving them different times. So if I have someone that's wrestling me about a schedule, I'm going to have some times available for them. And I know this. So that's why I have my what I call rollover times. I know I'm going to try and get them for Thursday or Friday, because those are the days that I'm trying to fill up. But if they're busy those days, I'm going to catch them. I'm going to find a day for them. And again, if they're wrestling with schedule, it may be because they think, oh, I don't want to spend time with the insurance appointment. So you notice, again, it'll only take 10 or 15. I'm reiterating the fact it's going to be real short. We'll get it taken care of very quickly. Make sure your family's taken care of. And again, I'm going right back to the option. So again, and I'll kind of go back into that here shortly, but just to kind of continue, okay, they pick a time. Yeah, you know what, Saturday at 3 will work. Okay, great. And I always, you know, a lot of times their wife's name will be on there. Sometimes they'll fill out the information for both of them. Okay, great. I'll see you and your wife Saturday at 3. And real quick is, you know, 123 Preston Drive, your correct address. Just want to make sure it's not your mailing or a rent house or anything. This is your resident address that I'll be meeting you at this Saturday. And I always confirm that, because sometimes people will fill out these letters on their rental property or something like that they want to protect. So just confirm their address. Another thing that I'll do, this is what I call kind of solidifying the appointment. You know, what is a major intersection to your home? One of the things that I like to say, it's not on here, I'll ask them, okay, as I'm driving down your street, what color is your house, or where will I find the address? And the reason I like to do that is I want to paint that mental picture of my arrival. They're seeing me driving down their street, looking for their house, looking for their address. It's going to help them remember me coming more, because when they hang up the phone, life happens. They may not write it down, or they may get another phone call. Hey, girlfriend, yeah, I want to go on that trip this Saturday. Let's go. You're totally forgetting about the appointment, right? So, again, try to help them remember that. You know, little things like that can help you solidify the appointment. Okay, great. You know, another thing you can do, oh, gosh, my computer crashed. What time did we say I'd see you? Oh, that was Saturday at 3. Okay, great. You're having them repeat the time to you. So just little things that you can do. Great. You know, I'll see you Saturday at 3 o'clock, and when I leave, I'll have, you know, you and your wife taken care of and protected. Very simple. So this is a basic new script for a fresh lead that comes in that they just filled out. Again, you're not going to get much kickback on that. They just filled it out. They remember it. You don't have to jog their memory or anything like that. Then we also have our age lead mortgage protection script, which we use primarily for B leads. Now, it's pretty much about the same. One of the biggest differences is how I started off. You know, hello, my name is Jason. This is a courtesy call in regards to the mortgage protection you had requested. The reason I start off with the courtesy call, I'm immediately trying to disarm them. And I'm trying to let them know why I'm calling right off of the bat. Because these are mortgage protection A leads. These are leads that we have available for agents. It's the only lead that we have that's not exclusive. This lead is available because the first agent that received it, this is a partnership that we have with another mail house, the first agent that generated it may not have gotten to the client, or they didn't get the client taken care of. One way or another, this client did not have a policy taken out on them. No coverage was put in place. The agent could have went out to the home, and a lot of times you may get, well, we haven't even paid our first electric bill yet. Let us get our bills in order, and then we'll call you back in next month after, you know, we know how much we can afford, how much protection we can put in place. And the agent moves to another area and never follows up with the client. And the client, of course, is not going to follow up with the agent. If they would have gotten the mortgage protection the day they bought their mortgage. So again, it's our job to lead them through the process and getting this taken care of, especially if they've made the request. So for whatever reason, the first attempt, the client did not get the coverage. So now they're available. They filled this out anywhere from 3 to 9 months ago. And so that's where this age lead comes in, this script, because you can easily jog their memory because they have not been protected. Now, the other thing that I'll do, that I'll say in here, it shows in our system that you have not yet put this protection in place. I'll let them know right off the bat. That's going to eliminate the objection of, well, oh, you know what, I've already gotten that taken care of. I'm not going to be able to say, because I know they haven't gotten taken care of, and they know that I know because it shows. And I wouldn't have had lead if they've already gotten it taken care of. Now, so by covering those two simple points, again, I'm dropping their guard, I'm jogging their memory, I'm letting them know. Again, you'll notice some of the same things. I'm going to be in your area. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So again, I'm letting them know right off the bat. It's going to be a short period of time. And then as you can see, I go right into giving them an option. Would Friday or Saturday work best for you? Would Thursday or Friday work best for you? How about Thursday at 3 o'clock? So again, and as it's highlighted there, you control your schedule. Offer them 2 times on the day that would work or 2 times that would work. You know, again, you could say, I'll be there Friday. I have a time available in the morning or in the afternoon. Would 9 a.m. Friday work best for you? Or how about 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Which would work best for you? You know, again, if that's the day that you're running your appointments, that's the day you're setting up your schedule. So you're giving them that option. So again, you're in control of your schedule. You don't want to be in a position where your client is setting the appointment with you. You want to set the appointment with your client. So, because if they set the appointment with you, a few things could happen. It's not as important. Oh, well, I could set the time with him anytime. They may not be there. Or when you get into the home, who do you think is going to feel like they're in control right off the bat? You know, again, it's up to you to lead the client through the process. Now, you offer them the 2 times. You know, which would work best for you. Okay, great. Again, you'll notice some of the same points. We're going to cover and confirm the address. You know, what's a major intersection? When pulling up to your home, will I see the address on the door, the mailbox, or the curb? Again, these things that I'm doing just to help paint that picture of my arrival, so they'll, you know, remember it more. Okay, great. You know, I'll be there Friday at 3. You know, let them know what I'm driving, and you know, I look forward to seeing you. Have a great day. We'll see you then. Thanks. You know, again, as I mentioned earlier, don't ask what day or time would work for you. Always give them the options. That's very important. You know, you want them to have an option as to the times that would work. And as far as any kind of objections that you may run into, I mean, again, as I mentioned when I started off, you're going to run into about 3 or 4 primary objections. And once you learn how to overcome these or eliminate them before you even get them, you know, you're going to have that much more confidence, and setting appointments is going to be so much more easier for you. And so when you sit down to do it, you'll actually be looking forward to setting appointments as opposed to, you know, having to remember the why so much, right? Can you just mail me something? Well, you know, we've actually already mailed you pretty much all that we can. The rest is up to a licensed agent to come in. We're going to sit down. We're going to find what meets your needs and fit in your budget and see what you qualify for. And again, immediately go right into the time. So which is better, Friday at 6 or Saturday at 10? And again, you'll notice I say the last line is very important. It should immediately follow after any objection. And you'll notice it does. You overcome their objection and you immediately give them 2 options. It's pretty simple. Well, how much does it cost? Well, you know, that's really up to you. I see coverages, you know, come in, or applications come across my desk anywhere from $30 to $300 a month. That's totally up to you. Yeah, you know, basically we're going to make sure that it best meets your needs and fits in your budget. I'll be in your area this Friday and Saturday. Would Saturday at 10 a.m. or maybe Friday evening at 8 work best for you? You know, again, overcome the objection right into the time. And again, by doing that, they're going to pick a time more than likely because you're giving them options. I don't remember sending anything in. You may get this with your mortgage protection B leads, right? It's been a while since they filled it out and sent it in. Well, I don't remember sending anything in. Oh, there's a couple of things. You know, just jog their memory at this point. Well, remember, this was a letter you received that's going to pay off your mortgage in case of a death. It had options for disability and even your money back. And, you know, it's the one at the bottom of the form. You know, you had your name, if you were a smoker, your birthday, that information. You'd fill it out, and according to the date that you signed it here, it looks like, you know, you filled it out maybe about 6 months ago. That's the whole reason I'm calling you. It shows in our system you've not yet gotten this coverage put in place. And, again, I'm going to be in your area this Friday and Saturday. So, again, you jog their memory a little bit, you overcome the objection, and then you give them a time. So, well, I already got it. Well, you know, our records show that we never added the coverage for you. Did what you're referring to, did that paperwork come with your loan paperwork, or is that separate? Well, this is key here, because if it came with their loan paperwork, then it's PMI, personal mortgage insurance, which protects the lender. That does not protect the homeowner. That protects the lender in case something happens, they don't pay. The lender's still protected, right? So if they pass away, that PMI is not going to keep their family in the home. So I always just let them know. I just want to make sure that, you know, this is mortgage protection. This is actually going to pay your wife or your husband you know, give them the financial resources to pay off the home if something happens. This is not going to protect the lender. And if the paperwork came with your loan paperwork, then that's PMI. And, you know, and I really need to see. So would Friday or Saturday work well for, again, go right into the time, right into giving them the options. Well, I already got it. Another thing that you could ask, well, how long ago did you get the plan? Do you have the new plan or the old plan? You know, we have added benefits. They've lowered rates. You know, we could possibly save you, you know, a few dollars on your coverage. Would Friday or Saturday work best for you? Again, go right into the options. You know, so again, there's certain ways and certain objections that you're going to get, but for the most part, it's going to be limited to about 3 or 4, and that's it. And if you learn to overcome these objections, these 3 or 4, which with the new mortgage protection leads, you're rarely going to get these objections. But with the age mortgage protection leads, which they're good, those are good, you know, a good learning curve, because you can get, you know, a handful of those, and you can get some appointments out of them. You can go through your learning curve a little bit. At the same time, put a little money in the bank and get some families protected. So, you know, again, become good at setting appointments, especially if you like the mortgage protection market. For me, that's one of my favorite markets. I feel it's a door opener to other markets, you know, because in mortgage protection, you're working with middle class. You're working with people that are currently generating income, that have families that they want to take care of. They have kids that they're bringing up. They foundations they're building, and parents they're taking care of in some cases. So again, you know, that's a door opener for so many other products. You know, maybe they need a final expense coverage for their family. Maybe they need a wealth transfer product for their family. Maybe they need a retirement protection program for themselves. Again, all of this stuff you can ask for when you deliver the policy, or as you're walking out of the home. You know, so again, just great market. Become good at getting in the home. That's where all these doors are that you can open up, that you can work with your clients on. Again, this business is phenomenal. There's so many different ways you can take care of your clients. It's just a matter of becoming good at getting in the home. And, you know, by learning how to set those appointments and get in the home, that's where it starts. That's where you get your clients covered. That's where you identify other needs. And that's where you make sure you meet those needs and fit it in their budget. And you can see how all this works hand in hand. It all works together. It's all related. That's basically kind of why, you know, we did a little bit about, you know, the motivation on why and what that can mean for your business. Because if you have a good understanding, you know, I think it was said earlier, you feel accomplished, right? Your why fuels your drive to accomplish anything. When you execute and accomplish your plans and goals, your expectations rise. And new sights are set, right? You grow, right? You know, so set your goals. Use your weekly goal sheet. That's a simple tool that we have. You hear us refer to it often, but it's amazing how people don't use it. It's a simple tool. That's probably why, because it's so simple to use. It's also simple not to use. But if you have that in front of you, if you're setting your goals, and you're measuring your accomplishments towards your goals, and you're resetting your goals week after week, and you're taking measurement of that, you're going to know what you need to do. You're going to know what tweaks you need to make, what areas you need to focus on more. Maybe I need to spend more time on the phone. Maybe I need to get more leads. Maybe I need to understand this product a little bit better. Maybe I need to freshen up on my presentation because I didn't close my last 3 or 4 appointments. Again, it's going to help you grow. It's going to help you increase. You know, so believe in yourself, increase others, and use your why to drive your goals. With that, I want to thank everyone for attending today's training. We're going to take a brief break before we get started with our overview. Thank you, everyone, for attending. This is Jason Martinez signing off. Giddy up.